the Voice newspaper proprietor and the reporter that wrote a story on the President Barrow's succession plan have just been invited for questioning. This story happened, I think, 2 days ago. The newspaper, Voice newspaper, wrote a story saying the president has succession plans. He is probably not running for the 2026 presidential election, according to their sources at the NPP. But also in the story, they did reach out to the NPP spokesperson and the deputy spokesperson. I think that was to give the story its balance, because if you have a source who tells you this and you say, okay, I'm just going to verify, they made sure they had the NPP story side captured by the deputy spokesperson and the spokesperson, and they also reacted to say it was false. So the story came out, it was reproduced by Kerr Fatou, also Standard newspaper, and when it came out, I reached out to you, Sidi, and to just get your clarification. We did that story on web story, and also we did a video story, and the Standard newspaper also reported, or they also had you on. But the Voice did not end there. The following day, they also bring the clarification from the NPP camp, just to give it a fair, publicity. But yesterday, in the afternoon, I got a letter from the Voice proprietor that the president has sent them a letter through his attorney, his legal representative, Ida Drame, to say they want the Voice newspaper to retract their story, apologize publicly to the president if within the 24 hours. If not, they will institute legal actions against the Voice newspaper. And the first thing I said, no, don't do it, because why would you do that? This story is balanced. You had a source, but you also reached out to the NPP officials. You did not end up with just one person. You reached out to two people. That is what balanced reporting is. Now, when the NPP said they did not, that was false, you also came back the following day and put it out. You have given them their say. But apart from that, other media houses have given them even more publicity about this. Now, I don't think you should apologize. I don't think you should retract, because at the end of the day, people have sources, and we never disclose our sources. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. And I think so many people also said that to him. He did not. Now, just coming into this show, I spoke to Serif. He was invited for questioning by the police. And I'm thinking, number one, the police, what is their business in this? Because if the president as a citizen has all legal rights, even though I don't agree with the letter, but if the president wants to institute a legal case against somebody, he is within his rights. He can do that. He's been defamed. He asked this person to retract, or we'll take you to court. Now, continue with the court proceedings. What has the police got to do with this? This is no criminal offense. Now, I'm going to stay here first and let you guys have your opinion. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm a media professional person, and I am condemning this in the first, it's a threat to our democracy for the president to go against any media person for having interest in the president's political life, his structure, whatever he's doing. If he was a private citizen, it would not have interested anybody to know whether he wants to run or not. That is the president of the republic, and we are going to have concerns about this. So having to say we are going to institute a legal case against you, number one, I feel that is wrong. But I think it's even way worrying for the police to inject themselves in this. This might be a civil case, because this will be a civil case, not might. It's not a criminal matter, it's a civil case. If the president decides to take this to court, it's a civil case, which is okay. The president, as a civil human being, feels somebody wrongs them, can take them to court. We will have a say on that. But I don't understand why the police see the need to invite this gentleman, the reporter and the proprietor of Voice newspaper, to the police premises. As we start the show, they are at the police right now. First, I want to say I am condemning this, in the strongest term, because I feel like, President Barrow, we have all said, is the most, people say he's the most tolerant person. I saw a post on Watson Gambia just before I came saying, oh, the president has been hailed for not being the most African president who has not jailed any journalists or activists. I'm like, no, that is not true. The president tried to jail people. The government tried to jail activists, Mahdi Jobati and others. They tried to take other people, Borak and others. Journalists have been invited several times. It was not successful, sometimes either through the courts or sometimes. But to say they have not tried, that is not accurate. People have gone through stuff like that. So I think if we say this person, the president is one of the most tolerant, he's most tolerant than Yaya Jammeh, I must give that to him. That I can say.
That is not a reference.
That is not the yardstick we're using today.
Yeah, it's not a reference.
Yeah, it's not a yardstick for us. We want President Barrow to do better, and he's been doing that. But things like this make us all worry. For me, I said this, I kept saying this to my friend on the conversation. I think, we are all going to go to jail. We are all going to go to court because we will continue doing our job. We will continue writing about the president. We will continue holding him accountable because he is our president. We want him to do better for us. Now, if we are going to be doing that and they're going to take us to court, and this is why I kept, when that bill came, I'm so happy that that minister was sacked, the digital minister, that cybersecurity bill, false news, it was all about this, to jail people unnecessarily. And I think it is wrong. I condemn it, and I hope people come out and condemn this. I hope the president understands that we have nothing against him. Like, we want him to do well for our country. That's why we keep holding him accountable. But at the end of the day, we all enjoy this banter to President it doesn't mean we are against him or the government. We just want the best for this country.